And this could be you too in the Glow Festival of Joy promo.
By recharging 50,000 naira or more within a month, you could be among our 100 winners who will win business class tickets from Lagos to Paris to London. If you recharge 100,000 naira or more in a month, you could be one of the many winners of a premium bungalow in Nigeria. The more you recharge, the more your chances to win.
How was your flight?
Delicious.
Glow Unlimited. The Honorable Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, in collaboration with His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, Malam Abba Kabir Yusuf, will host the 11th meeting on the National Council on Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy on the theme, Leveraging Digital Technology and Innovation to Drive Nigeria's Economic Growth and Development. Date 22nd to 26th January 2024. Time 9 a.m. daily. Venue, Coronation Hall, Government House, Kano State. Announcer, Engineer Farouk Yusuf Yabo, RNG FNSC FSEN.
It's time for First Bank's Win Big promo. 170 million naira up for grabs. Open or reactivate your First Bank account, deposit and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira for just 30 days, and the soft life begins. Transact up to 5 times on our digital channels, and guess what? You could be a lucky 100,000 naira winner each month. But wait, there's more. Deposit and maintain 50,000 naira each month for 4 months, or deposit 200,000 naira for 4 months, and you could stand a chance to win a whooping 1 million naira in the grand finale.
Don't miss your chance to win big with First Bank. This promo runs till February 23rd, 2024 and is open to new and existing account holders. Terms and conditions apply. Keep transacting, keep winning. You first. First Bank.
We're having a baby boy!
Girl!
Boy.
Girl!
Boy!
Surely. Guys, I've got amazing news for you.
No. Keep the news to yourself, please.
Which one is mine?
All 8 of them. How many of them are girls?
Get 8 times the value of every recharge, 1,000 naira sign-up bonus, and double data with Airtel over Jara. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Welcome to the future of gold mining with Japol Gold and Ventures PLC, where vision meets innovation. We have a bold vision to become a major player in gold, copper and lithium mining production and refining globally, with a commitment to investing over $600 million within the next 5 years. With continuous exploration at our strategic mines in Nigeria and other countries in the world, targeting production and measured reserve of at least 30 million ounces of gold by 2028, with a world-class gold refinery. Having already secured about 650,000 ounces of gold, presently worth about $1.3 billion in one of our gold mines, we shall scale up to 50 million ounces of gold in reserve and production on or before the year 2033. Japol Gold, a new dawn, shaping the future of minerals mining in Nigeria and other parts of the world. Japol, partnering for results.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with germ defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
Time for Newsline proper, and we're glad you're there. Now, the most dreaded bombshell in the Nigerian social and family circles today is a call for DNA tests. Now, Although this can help clear doubts about the paternity of a child, particularly as the slightest doubt can jeopardize the bond in a family. Today's society filled with questions and search for proof of the true paternity of children. Is DNA really the surest answer? Can the term be a blessing or a curse? Miriam George Ditubo beams her searchlight on this issue.
Has shown that one of the most devastating things that can happen to marriage is infidelity. Simply put, adultery, an act perceived to be an abomination condemned by all religions practiced in Nigeria. This comes to play when a woman carries pregnancy from outside of wedlock into the matrimonial home. The recent revelations in the social media space have ignited new developments by some men in search for the true paternity of their children via the deoxyribonucleic acid DNA tests. DNA is the genetic information carrying material in humans and other organisms. The question now is, are you ready for a DNA test?
It's very funny. There's no need for that at all. I don't have any need for DNA tests. Looking at my children, the DNA is there. You don't even need to go to laboratory.
For me, if there's a trust in between the two partners, I think there is no need for that. But if there is no trust and maybe your mind is telling you something about that, it's equally good for you to go ahead and do the DNA test.
It's only when you're not sincere with all, but maybe you're a kind of human being that go here and there, you'll be afraid. Because definitely the result will come out and they will know the true father of the child. Yes, as a faithful wife, why not? I will. In fact, 100%. Because there's no big deal about that, except you are doubting yourself.
It's better to know it earlier than even later, because DNA is causing so much chaos. Now we are hearing so many stories, like somebody will wait after training the children up to university level, you now discover.
Genetic testing has potential benefits whether the results are positive or negative, but one sure fact is that the test results can provide a sense of relief from uncertainty and help people make informed decisions.
DNA actually is the basic unit of inheritance, which is transmitted from parents, to the offspring. Okay, so and this drives the several forms and activities that happen in a human body. It is a basic unit and determines what the human being would look like, in terms of characteristics, complexion, height, everything that a human being displays.
Just like when the sperm goes in, it's only the head that goes out. So the difference that you find, the distinction will only be from the male. That's why they collect the sample from the male and the woman. Because if you check all the children, the mother's own will have the same with the child, but the dad will be, that's where you only find the difference, because the mitochondria is not gotten from the dad, it's gotten from the mom.
Findings reveal that delay in learning, knowing and accepting the truth increases the risk of developing an attachment with a child that is not biologically yours. It causes emotional pain for both parties if they subsequently realize they are not related. It is said that the truth sets free. So does the paternity DNA test, as there is no greater freedom than knowing that your children are biologically yours. But before I go, I leave you with this question. What about the children that were switched at birth? Well, that is a story for another day.
Miriam, indeed, a story for another day. Well, for the sake of the children and families, infidelity should be avoided, and let's just try to keep things straight. Now, the next story will really amaze you. Have you heard of the upcoming sports commentator captivating football enthusiasts? Interestingly, he has never attended a commentary academy and has no formal training on it. Indeed, Adam Grema is breaking jinx in commentary circle in Kaduna and beyond. Haruna Mohammed will tell us about him.
Away by Gundogan and by Aguero, astonishing finish by the young Argentinians in time.
Ability beyond imagination, but this is reality. Adam Grima is a businessman in Kaduna, but has naturally developed interest in soccer commentary. Not just local sport analyst, but that of the global hemisphere. Fascinating, you may say. He is doing what he knows how to do best, the Premier League commentary.
Try to show, improve himself, that to say that they wins any other matches they're confronting in Barclays Premier League season. Perhaps people may say Manchester United, they are facing a lot of problems. Look at the previous 3 consecutive matches again.
Could this be out of spontaneous passion or something learnt over time?
That is one of my friends who is always guiding me to follow him to stadium. The first time I would not forget, 2006 to 7 like it. I used to follow him to the cinema to go and watch football, especially Premier League. So I did not forget that time. There are commentary that call John Champions and one commentary called Martin Taylor. I learned a lot from them. So when I was watching the football, my mind is not on the football, my mind is on the commentary. What are they saying? What are the type of language they are using?
Inspired by likes of Peter Drury and Martin Taylor, International League commentators, his commentary work continues to generate interest. The young man has since been working on himself, utilizing the social media platforms, adding value to what he is doing.
I would just go to home and lock my door and start hearing what the sport commentators are fascinating. I got a lot of idea when it comes to sport, especially with Peter Drury. So when I start doing the Peter Drury boys, a lot of people were saying that it is not true. I just attaching Peter Drury boys with my video. I say it's not true. That is me.
Adam Grima is loved by youths, especially sport enthusiasts, demanding him to give them a piece at every given opportunity.
Manchester City, and the City came behind for 2-1. They won it again.
So honestly, the kind of commentating he's doing, as if he is born in these European countries, the kind of his speech, honestly, is quite interesting and stunning.
An absolute talent. I strongly believe that the world will look up to him as far as this is concerned.
He certainly has all it takes to do well in the commentary box, and so he should be encouraged to do so going forward.
Interestingly, it is one of his hobby, watching sport channels, and to further fuel the intriguing polls, I joined him in the sport arena watching football. Adam Grima is now going beyond the shores of Nigeria as he tried his hand on commentary in the neighboring Cameroon. Graduate of mass communication from the University of Maiduguri, Adam Grima has the ambition of becoming one of the professional renowned sports commentators of both national and international repute.
Our wins include that match of Newcastle at Anfield, which is very good for them.
Made for sports, I would say, and since he has a communication background, all he needs to do is go for fine-tuning. Now, the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, marked every January 15, celebrates Nigeria's ex-servicemen and honors veterans of World Wars I and II, as well as the Nigerian Civil War. Now, beyond the annual rituals of January 15, our correspondent Etienne Ibanga tries to get answers to questions like this. After making substantial contributions to the stability of the nation, what has become of these ex-servicemen and their families? In what ways should society enhance their living conditions? Let's hear from Etienne.
Various roles played by these men of the Nigerian Armed Forces and the need for sustained peace and unity in the country, the lyrics of the national anthem, the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain speak volumes. The yearly Armed Forces Remembrance Day acknowledges the support the families and loved ones of the fallen heroes and veterans who have made sacrifices and endured hardships for the sake of the country.
We have on an annual basis remember the fallen heroes and appreciate the living veterans who sacrificed their lives and comfort to maintain the territorial integrity of the nation.
Governments at various levels say They have been working to ensure the welfare of the legionnaires, but many of these war veterans say they are facing abject poverty and unable to meet up with present-day economic realities.
They should try and celebrate it more than as it is today. They are not taking care of us.
The welfare members, as I can say, the federal government are doing their best. The federal government, not the state, not the local government.
We call on government to assist us as leaders. We are suffering. We need help. Some of us will couldn't send our children to school.
But in what way should individuals, groups, and organizations help to raise the living conditions of the ex-servicemen and families?
Appeal to the federal government. That's the fallen heroes. Their wife should be given some, at least palliative, that is, some little allowances.
I appeal to people. Might not be in thousands, might not be in hundreds, but whatever we have, we take them along.
Although this year's celebration of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day has come and gone, showing respect and appreciation for the labor of our heroes past and commitment to the future of Nigeria, stakeholders in the Nigerian project affirm that it is a collective responsibility.
I agree, it's a collective responsibility, and it's even shameful that we can hear stories about them not paying school fees of their children. Something needs to be done. Now to calendars. People across the world make use of the calendar to plan their activities in a given year, to keep track of days and division of time. The Gregorian calendar consists of 365 days, 52 weeks, and 12 months. Printed in books, installed in mobile phones. We even have apps now and other devices to assist people stay organized throughout the year. Erica Evie in this report finds out the need for planning and the connection. Why that connection with the calendar?
Calendar is derived from a Latin word, calendarium, meaning interest register, and is divided in segments from January to December and consists of 28 to 31 days per month. Respondents say planning is key to time of life, protecting priorities and preventing conflicts of ideas and issues of life. But how many people make use of the calendar?
So for me, January is the best month to plan. And you know, a lot of organizations start all over again, and as individual, we also have to, appraise the last 12 months to enable us plan for the new year.
At the end of the year, he will end up having nothing for himself because he didn't plan. Because planning is very fundamental. If you don't plan, you are planning to fail.
I choose December for planning because it's the appropriate time to plan ahead of next year of January. Even if you want to marry for the new year, you start planning from December.
Oftentimes, people mark the calendar for projects they want to realize or achieve within the year, either in academics, religious activities, festival, marriages, or business. But which month is best for planning the year?
December I choose.
From February you can start planning. You have enough time. You have like 10 months to plan before December.
You can start from maybe January, lay your foundation, try to see if you can achieve your goals. At least maybe in 6 months time you can see what you can be able to achieve. Then if you can't achieve in that 6 months, you know the rest of the 6 months left, you need to re-strategize.
We are looking up to the future, so we have to start planning for the future by January because it's the beginning of the year.
Respondents are of the view that the choice of any month is necessary, but the bottom line is as one makes New Year resolutions, planning the year using the calendar is key to success.
You heard her? So time for some messages, more interesting features when we return.
Where's Glory? Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello? Where's Glow now?
Are they here?
Glow, don't go village. Tell all our customer, Abi.
Everybody pay attention. See, now Globe dedicated 10x. Now him I they take tension my customers. Now they dash me 10 times the credits when I load. Or even summer me double data join.
Yeah. Wait, so with 1.5 they give all of us, so you they enjoy up to 15,000 naira credit and data.
And I say I never finish you. See, when I say if you enjoy, if you not join Globe dedicated 10x, when I go get 1,000 naira welcome credit. Finish. Glow, you don't win. Oh, I see they here. Hello, please, I'm looking for Glow. Please save now Glow they fine. Now Glow they go. Okay, so
enjoy 10 times the value of your recharge on Glow Berekete 10X. You also get 1,000 naira for calls and data and double data bonus on your subscription.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with germ defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Hi.
You don't know when you have bacteria breath, and bacteria may be the cause of it. Don't let bacteria breath get all the attention. Use Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Close-Up helps get rid of bacteria breath.
The new Happy Sachet. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happy Sachet.
We are passionate about two things in Nigeria. The first is football. The second is our rice. And nobody celebrates like a Nigerian. So, for every goal scored, every mark made, you can be sure to always come back home to rice. Celebrate with Nigerian Premium Big Bull Rice, homegrown just like you. Big Bull Rice, tasty rice, nourished you.
Rain, chaos. It's a non-stop war against total breakdown. But just like you, your hair can stay strong no matter what. Mega Growth Break Free, your daily defense against breakage.
Big day ahead.
Full of nourishment and vitality. Learning and blood time. Oh yeah. Ovaltine. Ovaltine.
My correct child. Delicious Ovaltine. Smart choice for smart kids.
Imagine lovely meals you can cook with these ingredients. You spend heavily, but no guarantee of a tasty meal. Not making a right choice of seasoning cube can ruin your meal, money, and confidence. For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Choose Gold.
Use Terra Gold for the rich, consistent taste your loved ones crave for. Good for soups, stews, and jollof. Terra Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
Welcome back. A devastating fire outbreak has claimed the lives of 7 family members in Tudunwada, Nasarawa local government area of Kano State. barely a month after a similar disaster. The fatal incident, which occurred as a result of electrical spark, resulted in the loss of a father, mother, and 5 children, leaving behind a lone survivor who is currently receiving medical treatment at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital. Fatima Sanusi Karaye visited the hospital.
Few days ago, Humaira was a normal 7-year-old girl, healthy, hearty, and hopeful. Today, she is neither alive nor dead. And if God spares her life to live, she will do that without a mother, a father, and all her siblings. The calamity that reduced her to this condition has wiped away her beloved ones in a blink. It is, however, not wrong to say the challenges and obstacles life lays upon her are beyond common understanding. The tragedy came without premonition. On January 16, 2024, their house went up in flames, and by the time the smoke subsided, the family that once occupied the house was gone. Narrating what happened, an eyewitness who also assisted in putting off the fire said the fire started around midnight when the family was asleep.
By the time we came, the fire has already done a lot of damage. We couldn't save them. They inhaled this deadly smoke.
When the door was finally opened, we found the 1-year-old baby that crawled to the door, burned beyond recognition. Then we brought out the rest of the children. Some were already dead, some were unconscious. We took them to the hospital. Humaira's elder sister, Hawa, who crawled out of her room, tried desperately to find her way out, but could not. When finally neighbors broke down the door, Hawa was found unconscious. She later died in the hospital. Her parents, her 4 siblings, were also pronounced dead in the hospital. It could be recalled that barely a month ago, a young mother with her 4 children were killed in a similar fire tragedy while they were asleep. Research showed that most fire deaths are not caused by burns but by suffocation, which incapacitates people quickly, making it impossible to access exits.
Our advice to the general public, whenever if you use electrical appliances in this period, so you have to disconnect it after use.
Observers, however, stressed the need for good electrical safety practice and called for the introduction of smoke detectors in homes across the country. They said although the firefighters arrived few minutes after the distress call was placed, the agency should do more to enlighten the public on the dangers of inhaling smoke. For 7-year-old Humaira, who is fighting for her life, all she needs now is divine intervention, some love and prayers from good-meaning Nigerians. She is the only survivor of family of 8. How worst can life be?
What a heartbreaking story. Let's pray for her, and safety is something we should take very seriously. Now, tragedy struck recently as a retired nurse, Esther Amali, and her 20-year-old domestic staff were allegedly murdered in their house in Makurdi, Benue State. Blessing Omeche Ebute visited the residence of the deceased and filed this report.
It was a normal Sunday afternoon in the residence of the Amalis along Bushba Naka Road before the tragedy struck. 65-year-old Esther Amali, a widow and retired nurse, lived with her maid Mercy and a few others. On Sunday, 14th January, after church service, it was gathered that someone broke into their house and stabbed Mercy the maid several times. Mrs. Amali, upon hearing Mercy scream, rushed out and was also stabbed by the same person in the process.
She was inside. She's a very calm person. She doesn't have problem with anyone. But the house girl was in the kitchen that fateful day, Sunday by 4 p.m. And the notorious person, as the name, they called him this side. Person jumped through the fence, stabbed the house girl. And she was inside her bedroom. Hearing the shout of the house girl, she came outside, shouting, "What is happening?" The same person stabbed her to death. Police was here yesterday, seeing the blood and everything. The person that stabbed them left a knife. The police people came, he also picked up the knife.
While interacting with other family members, it was revealed that the suspect had earlier threatened to deal with Mercy for reasons best known to him. The bodies of the deceased have since been deposited at the mortuary. Confirming the incident, Police Public Relations Officer Benue State, Sirese Anene, says the case was reported at the D Division and investigation is ongoing to unravel the truth of the matter and bring the culprit to book.
That case is under investigation. There are different versions of the story. Some claim it's robbery, some say they know the person who came in to kill them, but the police will come up with findings very soon. So let's be patient and wait for investigators to come out with their findings in this matter.
As the family remains in shock over the tragic incident, they are optimistic that security operatives will apprehend the suspect and bring some respite to the family.
Another gory story, and we're on it. We'll keep you posted. Now, I'm sure you've heard of this phrase, "no grief for anybody." It began like a New Year resolution of some sort. Like wildfire, it crystallized into a phenomenon with multiple dimensions and interpretations of the slogan popularized on social media. Security operatives have, however, quickly issued a stern warning to those who might, under the guise of the slogan, cause trouble. Amaka Owo also interacted with some Lagosians on this.
Newsline told you that there will be a follow-up on the "No Grief for Anybody" slogan that took over the social media space at the beginning of the year 2024. There are several videos, pictures, skits, demonstrations and souvenirs of all sorts trending online depicting "I no grief for anybody" this 2024. This speaks to the creative acumen of netizens. Listen to the perspectives of Nigerians on the matter.
I think it's just a slogan that our youths try to bring up, just to have something to talk about during the new year.
Okay, maybe more like no grief for anything bad, anything negative, no grief for anything. So it shouldn't necessarily be anybody, but no grief for any bad thing, you get. So that's what I think the slogan means, but then people would interpret it the way they want.
Have you seen this video? With this, you have to grieve for somebody to avoid chaos. Remember, two wrongs don't make a right. To many others, no grief for anybody sounds risky. This can be given a negative connotation and be misinterpreted by hoodlums who can take advantage and cause violence all in the name of a slogan, which is why the security operatives became proactive and called for caution through the appropriate quarters.
When security operatives want to apprehend you for committing an offense, don't say not to agree for everybody. You don't go work when you commit offense. Or else they are going to use minimum force to apprehend you when you are saying no agree for anybody. Don't agree for anybody. If you are in Lagos to drive along the BRT corridor, they arrest you, so no agree for anybody. You know the work. If you don't commit rape or any criminal offense, they're going to come and say no agree for anybody. We have seen it, we have analyzed this statement. We know that this statement will surely trigger crisis, and we are saying let us be mindful of what we say. If you want to agree for anybody, it is when you are being cheated, but not when you have committed an offense.
Nigerians should be careful and beware not to misuse the language. I don't subscribe to it, but it's also a matter of context. You can use it positively and you can also use it negatively. Don't use it negatively.
There are those who believe in the saying that charity begins at home. Therefore, the slogan should be, "No grief for myself." So, people should look inwards to becoming better versions of themselves through self-evaluation.
In Islam, we say, "Asli nafsak, wada ghairak." Reform your personality yourself and then call others. It's not enough to say, "I will not do evil." and people around you are doing it, you are also to check them. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Unzuru akaka zaliman aw mazluman." Help your brother who is unjust, and help your brother who is cheated. They said, we understand the one that is cheated. What of the one that is cheating? How do we help him? Say, hold his hand so that he doesn't cheat again.
How I interpret it is, if you stand up on your right, stand up for what is good, stand up for the things you believe in, your personal truth and your sense of purpose, then we no go agree for sure.
I must make this, I no go agree. Miracle must follow me, I no go agree.
You heard right. I no grief for anybody. Now captured in choir rendition, however with a different dimension to the slogan. The song is urging people to be resilient, never give up, and not to agree to actions of the devil that can negatively affect their lives.
We should not agree for sin, we should not settle for less, we should only do that is pleasing to God.
In all, Nigerians have been urged to support the restoration of values, be law-abiding citizens, saying no to vices, and desist from all forms of crime and criminality.
Okay, I think I like the last part. Say no to vices, say no to criminal acts or anything evil. No grief for evil, okay? I agree with that, so that we don't cause trouble. So we'll take another break. Newsline will continue shortly. Stay tuned.
Eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. No cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
New Nivea Dry Deodorant. With 72-hour reliable odor protection from Dual Effect formula. For a dry and fresh skin feeling. Feel dry, fresh, and confident every day.
Hi.
You don't know when you have bacteria breath, and bacteria may be the cause of it. Don't let bacteria breath get all the attention. Use Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Close-Up helps get rid of bacteria breath.
The new Harpic sachet. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Harpic sachet.
In a world hungry for goodness, with a splash of golden Terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Make a lunch hour a happy hour. Change no thanks into yes please. Provide care when our nearest and dearest needs it most. And resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty, nourishing family meals is all that matters. The world needs moms, because where there are moms, there is hope, happiness, and love. Golden Terra Oil, or pure love.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with Germ Defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
Rain,
chaos. It's a non-stop war against total breakdown. But just like you, your hair can stay strong no matter what. Mega Growth Break Free, your daily defense against breakage.
We are passionate about two things in Nigeria. The first is football. The second is our rice. And nobody celebrates like a Nigerian. So, for every goal scored, every mark made, you can be sure to always come back home to rice. Celebrate with Nigerian Premium Big Bull Rice, homegrown just like you. Big Bull Rice, tasty rice, nourished you.
No need to step out. Presenting the Good Night Power Shots. Spray 2 shots in each corner of the room. It kills mosquitoes inside without driving family outside. Good Night Power Shots. Spray inside. Stay inside.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
Thanks for being there. Now to love stories. It was a moment of joy for the royal family of Zazzau Emirate as one of their sons got married. The historic Sultan Bello Mosque, Kaduna, was the memorable meeting point for the union of the two hearts and blessings for a new journey together. After the payment of 100,000 naira dowry, the chief imam of the mosque sealed the marriage of Umar Mani Jafar, the son of the Madakin Zazzau, with Zainab Mustafa May. Muhammad Umar Ajingi was there.
The convergence of people from all walks of life, particularly those adorned with beautiful royal attires at Sultan Bello Mosque, created memories that will linger in the hearts of people who attended the event. That it is a royal wedding of a son, the Zazzau Emirate is proud of. The traditional title holders share their heartfelt satisfaction.
The most important aspect of marriage is patience, understanding, and tolerance.
They should adhere strictly to the tenets of the Islamic religion, because marriage is religion. Be peaceful and live within the ethics of the Islamic tenets.
The bride's family residence in Kaduna was also buzzing with excitement as well-wishers converged to celebrate with the family.
So happy, you can see it all over me. I'm so excited.
I know Zainab, she's a very patient person, and I'm sure that she will take that to her husband's house, inshallah.
Respect is key, and then be honest with one another.
Earlier, the family of the groom proudly unveiled the latest bride of the moment during a honored marriage tradition in the Hausa land called Salali. On this special day, the couple say words are grossly inadequate to capture their depth of joy, and the beauty of the moment is beyond linguistic expression.
I don't have an exact word to describe it because I feel happy. I'm just basically living in the moment.
I feel elated. That's it. Thank you.
As the couple settles down for a lifelong marriage, the invited guests said the key to success is endurance and patience, advising them to keep faith in God for guidance.
We wish them happiness, happiness, and more happiness. Now, still on love stories, it is a dream of every parent to witness their children's marriage, and this came true for the former Director General, National Council for Arts and Culture, Otuba Olusegun Runsewe, and family when he gave his daughter's hand in marriage in a colorful traditional marriage ceremony in Lagos. And of course, Lynn Lenike was there. How can we miss an event like that? So let's find out what happened there.
The marriage ceremony between Temitope and Olayiwola commenced with the traditional marriage rites. The Gbadebo family of Iperu Remo in Ogun State paid homage to Otumba Olusegun Runsewe of Ijebode, also in Ogun State. The marriage proposal letter was presented alongside various items for the traditional marriage as requested by the bride's family. Having fulfilled all the requirements as tradition demands, the bride's father, Olusegun Runsewe, and his wife wholeheartedly handed over their daughter, Temitope, to their in-laws, after which the grand reception commenced, with Sir Shino Peter entertaining guests. The couple performed their first official assignment. And then came the moment for the daughter and father's dance, which dovetailed into family dance. Parents of the couple could not hide their joy as words of advice and prayers were offered.
I'm thanking God that I'm alive, healthy to see my daughter getting married today. So for me, I'm very excited. I'm very, very happy. I feel on top of the world. I pray and I ask that in 9 months' time, you'll be joining me for the naming ceremony in this union. That is my wish.
My advice is that when they were with their friends, I don't want them to expose themselves. If something happened, they should call themselves just to say sorry.
And the man that finds a good woman has found a virtuous thing. Marriage is something that you never really graduate from. It's a continuous university, continuous education.
I will advise them to be patient with one another. Especially my daughter, that she should be respectful. She should respect her husband. She should take care of her husband. She should submit to her husband.
There were more of such wishes for Temitope and Olayiwola.
I pray Almighty God will saturate His love in their hearts so that they keep loving themselves all the days of their lives.
Family is important. But at the end of the day, you've entered a new union, which is you and your wife or you and your husband. And that should be paramount in everything else. And of course, know that you need the protection of God. So be prayerful and be good to each other.
Congratulations, wish you the very best. Now, from the perspective of partners being faithful to the marriage vow, infidelity, whether by a man or a woman, has devastating consequences. Yes. Is this, however, the view of society? Uche Ugochukwu seeks answers to why women are often at the, they are dealt with seriously without mercy for infidelity, while men often go unpunished, if not encouraged, for the same offense.
Infidelity, when looked at from any angle, cracks the wall of any relationship, dents public image and the private peace of the culprit. From all perspectives, the aftermath is not palatable. Some former United States presidents still battle the scandal of the one-shot affair. In Nigeria, a famous Nollywood actor trending on the media has not only become unpopular among enthusiasts, but seems to be losing the love of his once enviable family and fans, no thanks to alleged infidelity. In the same vein, some musical artists are also neck deep in the scandal, which is still rocking the entertainment industry. Although in many societies, women who take part in the acts are usually vilified, as illustrated even in the Bible, men are equal culprits but are rarely served equal punishment. The question is, why punish only the woman for an act involving a man as well? My curiosity took me to seek answers from an elderly citizen, Victoria Ogedebe.
One of Maku from Abuja, he comot his wife for marriage. He say they waka from where they go, where they come. Everybody say leave and a man he be. The woman say na man he be. If when he be man, then he go waka up and down. What of himself? The content say you try you dey go. Your father has they call you. And then it's true. Your father has caller. Woman not the trier.
Why woman not go try? A man go try.
No, only man life you do.
Okay, now you as a woman, are you comfortable with that kind of thing, that practice?
The dowry paid on the woman, that is what attach him and put him under man's authority, no matter what it is.
Actually, not only women receive the end of punishment. Why it is more pronounced on women is that a woman knows already, she already get her partner, and she cannot attempt or try to get herself to another man.
Popular as it may seem, there are many who frown at this idea of selective punishment, especially now that the world is struggling to end violence against women.
We have to stop it, because before women will go out, there's something in the house, there's something happen.
By and large, should women alone continue to bear the brunt?
Where the partners need to be stoned, you do that, as explained in the hadith. Yes, Islam allows men to marry more than one wife, but zina is different from marriage.
Infidelity should be condemned, whether male or female. It has no basis in terms of it destroys the family fabric and the whole sense of marriage, the marriage covenant.
All said, infidelity is condemned no matter who the actors are, and its negative fruits continue to devastate the entire family and society at large.
I just like one of the respondents who said that both parties should be held responsible. Let's take a last commercial break. We'll be back.
TerraCube is available in beef, chicken, jollof, and shrimp flavors at attractive prices of 50, 100, 200, and 500 naira.
TerraCube, unwrap joy, unleash taste.
Big day ahead.
Correct child.
Delicious Ovaltine. Smart choice for smart kids.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
How did I get here? It all started shortly after I graduated from MSTC, the Model Skills Training Center with a certificate in ICT. I successfully developed a data management program that has been called the software of the future. Thanks to its success, everyone wants it. And as you can see, now everyone wants me. But I'm not alone. The skills training programs at MSTC are equipping young Nigerians to become the next big success story. Whether it's ICT, mechatronics, facility technology, electronics and computer networking, or culinary studies, a certificate at MSTC is the way of the future. And just like me, there he is. Everyone will want you to.
ITF, developing the nation's human resource.
Rain, chaos. It's a non-stop war against total breakdown. But just like you, your hair can stay strong no matter what. Mega Growth Break Free, your daily defense against breakage.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Hamatan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with Germ Defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
What makes AFCON great, they say? You do. It's not AFCON without color, without the pride, hopes, and dreams of Africa. It's not AFCON without him, them, and the moments like this that we live for. Africa is what makes AFCON great, and that's why AFCON isn't AFCON without you. Experience all 52 games of the Africa Cup of Nations on GoTV or stream it on the go with the GoTV app. GoTV. Love it.
Now everything with a beginning surely gets to a point where it ends. And for us today, we're ending here. So until next week when another edition of Newsline comes away, I am Jennifer Igwe. Good night and God bless Nigeria.
Welcome to Africa, the land of ancient civilization.